Hello everyone, the Nerdy Steve here, and today I want to talk about the Meathook Massacre, and specifically its band and what it has done to Standard, and if we like it, if we think it should have happened, and what else is going on, right? So about 2 weeks ago, on October 10th, 2022, Meathook Massacre was banned in Standard, and I don't know if we actually needed it to be banned in standard. I know a lot of people have had a lot of thoughts on it, and again, I think right now standard is in a fairly good spot, right? As you've seen in this channel, right? Their creature decks, specifically aggro decks, have gotten a much better chance to succeed and do very well in standard, where they literally couldn't do well with Meathook Massacre as a potential board wipe and life gain thing that was very, very reliable and just very, very hard to overcome, right? Previously, if you had any aggressive deck and your opponent cast a Meathook Massacre, you probably lost that game, right? So I think its banning did open up standard to a lot of different types of decks. But there is a weird timeline here in that so on October 10th is the banning, but we do have the Brothers War being released on Arena November 15th, right? So that's like a little over a month. We got a card banned from Standard before a new set comes out. And I just wonder about that timeline and what you all think about it because that's just very, 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 very soon, right? Like standard wasn't being predominantly really destroyed by these black decks, right? Meathook Massacre isn't even played in every single mono black deck or black deck before it was banned, right? I mean, it's certainly not being played now. But so it's just a very, very weird, and I don't want to say weird thing to do because ultimately what I want to talk about, right, or ask is I do think Meathook's banning was good for standard, right? I think it has made the games and the different types of games you can see much more diverse and enjoyable. But it's also why now versus a couple months ago? Why now versus just waiting another month to see what Brothers War will, you know, bring to standard? And why now? And that's always a really, really big question. I tweeted about it with specifically Goldspan Dragon in the previous standard, but really, what is the impetus for a standard banning? And when should we want R&D to ban stuff from standard versus when do we just have to put up with these powerful, impactful cards that we have to just expect to play around for the next 2 years, right? And I don't really know if I have good, clean answers to that. I don't think anyone does, because no matter what, you're going to be, upsetting some people. Specifically if you relate to real life where people have money and devoted actual legitimate resources, right, to obtaining these cards, and now Meathook Massacre, you know, banning cards really, really negatively affects a lot of people. And that sucks, right? So it's just I'm enjoying standard now, but I also was enjoying standard before the ban. And I just wanted to bring that up there because it's been 2 weeks. The format has evolved, and I think standard is in a really, really good spot now. There's been it kind of was a mid-range hell, for lack of a better word, before the Meathook Massacre ban, because you couldn't really be an aggressive deck. There were decks that were mid-range that didn't have Meathook Massacre, but every deck was a mid-range deck. And now the aggro decks are slowly keep creeping back in because they don't have to worry about, your opponent not only wiping your board, but then gaining 5 life, and you never being able to overcome that. So I think overall the Meathook Massacre ban has been really, really good for standard. I know a lot of people have gotten really, really happy and kind of gotten back into standard because of this ban. I know some people are upset about it, but so yeah, I just wanted to bring that out there because it's been something that's been reflecting, or I've been reflecting on a lot lately, just because we are a month away from a brand new set, right? And it's not like there's like a really, really huge tournament. I mean, maybe there's one coming up soon, but like, it's just a very interesting timing to take that step forward to do a standard banning, I think. So yeah, and now that I know a lot of people in the comments in the ban announcement video were very happy. So I wonder if, people think this was the right card to ban, if there were any other options. Or, maybe it was a ban we shouldn't have done. I don't know. Just putting that out there. But I just wanted to talk about it because it's been something I really, really wanted to just have people respond to. So with all that being said, thank you all for listening to me rant, ramble, for the Nerdy Steve Talks, the Meathook Massacre ban, whatever that means. I don't know. I'll make a better thing for this. But I hope you have a wonderful morning, evening, or afternoon, wherever you are. And thank you so much for watching. Bye.